And thanks for joining us. Head of Political Science Department at the University of Ghana, Professor Lidu Seidu, is cautioning the governing New Patriotic Party against deliberate attempts to frustrate aspirants contesting incumbent MPs. According to him, the party risks deepening the cracks ahead of the general elections with such action. He cited the chaos that erupted in Bimbala, where a sole contender to contest the Defence Minister, Dominic Nitiwo, which actually moved into an area of matters relating to disqualification of that contender of the minister. In fact, we'll be getting you that sound shortly, but it's a good time now to cross over to the Ashanti region where my colleague Nana Yadom is joining us live from the vetting grounds. Nana, just bring us up to speed with what's been happening ever since, activities started today.
The vetting for day 2, the aspirants who are seeking to become members of parliament on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party began at exactly 8:30 a.m. This morning. We've picked information on ground and we are being told that the vetting process is going to end today. And so the process to the main election to elect parliamentary candidates for the New Patriotic Party would come to an end today. So the vetting process we are expecting to end today. The first day we were at the Asokwa constituency, where Member of Parliament for Adansi Asokwa, K.T Hammond, passed through the vetting process, and also Energy Minister Matthew Opoku Prempe also passed through the vetting process. The first day we did witness some issues, some petitions coming through filed against Mr. Sammy Binfoh Darkwa. That is a petition from the Honourable Member of Parliament for Adansi Asokwa, K.T Hammond, and some 14 executives of the Adansi Asokwa constituency. This morning, the vetting committee of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region have trashed that petition that was filed against Mr. Sammy Binfoh Darkwa. In fact, the constituency executives alongside the Member of Parliament alleged that Mr. Sammy Binfoh Darkwa is not a member of the constituency and has not been partaking in the activities of the New Patriotic Party when it goes to the constituency, that is Asokore Adansi Asokwa constituency. But then when Mr. Sammy Binfoh Darkwa came up or faced the vetting committee, the committee managed to trash the petition that was leveled against him. And so for that, we can say it has ended peacefully. And so today we're expecting about 17 incumbent members of parliament to pass through the vetting process today. And some constituencies, I must say, are Offenso South, Bekwai, Odotobri, Kwabri East, Offenso North, and Subin, that is for the Asokwa constituency. And also here at the regional party office, we are expecting, we had Kwadaso passing through, and then now Asante Achem Central and Asante Achem South, they are having their vetting inside the auditorium. And then Swame did pass through not long ago. And then also Bantama came early in the morning. Achuman Wabija South also did come in the morning. Achuman Ponia left not long ago. And also Bosome Freon, Efijakwabre South, and then Jabin constituency also passed through the Ashanti regional office of the governing New Patriotic Party. And not long ago, Member of Parliament for the good people of Subin, Eugene Onchi, was here. He came to the party office in the Ashanti region to go through the vetting process and also the balloting process, and so he left not long ago. What we can report at the moment is that the Asante Achim Agogo Member of Parliament, the Honourable Andy Apiakubi, is going through the vetting process. And so at the first floor of the Ashanti Regional Head Office of the New Patriotic Party, we have Honourable Andy Apiakubi. And so his supporters are seated here waiting for him to go through the process. And so when he is done, we'll definitely get in touch with him. And so Kwadwo Bam, the former Member of Parliament for Asante Achim Agogo, is also up there, and he will be entering the conference room where the vetting will be taking place right after Honourable Andy Apiakubi takes his turn to the vetting room. And so later on, we'll also hear from the Honourable Kwadwo Bam and also Andy Apiakubi. But I must say that it looks fierce for the Member of Parliament for Asante Achim Agogo, because unfortunately for him, he has about 4 people competing with him for the Asante Achim Agogo seat. For Subin, there are 3 alongside Mr. Eugene Enchi. And also for the Bantama constituency, the Honourable Member of Parliament, Francis Asenso-Boakye, who doubles as Minister for Housing, is also going up against the brother of the former presidential aspirant on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, Kennedy Ohine Japan, who is also known as Raphael Japan. So it will be head-to-head at the Bantama constituency between Francis Asenso-Boakye and also Raphael Japan. So at the head office of the New Patriotic Party, it was a tense and a fierce atmosphere here, as supported thronged the head office in a jubilant mood alongside their preferred candidate as they proceed into the vetting, day 2 of the vetting for these aspirants. We are told, as I said earlier, that the vetting is ending today, and so right after today we'll get to hear from the vetting committee on how the process has been since it began yesterday. And so we'll get interactive with the chairman of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region, Bernard Nchibwesiakom. Already he has told us that each and every constituency has a member of parliament, with incumbent member of parliament has somebody competing with them. And with exception of some 5 constituencies, including the Bosomte constituency, the constituency of the Honourable Minister for Education, Osei Yao Edutum. Aside these 5 constituencies, each and every constituency with incumbent members of parliament or the ticket of the New Patriotic Party have others contesting the incumbent MPs. For Chairman Nchibwesiakom, this is a strategy for the New Patriotic Party to win all the seats in the Ashanti region, including that of the NDC, that is Efijase, Edrasecho Dumase, and also Bosome Freon, alongside Asewase, that constituency that has been for the NDC for quite some time now. And so if you could hear the NPP make mention of constituencies with members of parliament and also aspirants competing with them, this means that for the Ashanti region, it is a strategy to win more seats for the NPP and also or subsequently win the presidential election come December 7th. For now, we have all the aspirants inside the auditorium or the conference room, and so we will not get some of them to talk to. But then this is what is going on here, what has transpired since morning and up to now as I'm talking to you, Blessed. And so if we get the Asante Ache Member of Parliament, the Honourable Andy Apiakobi, would interact with him. If we also get Kwejo Banredu, would also interact with him. But for now, we know that both of them are up there. Andy Apiakobi is inside the conference room as he's going through his vetting. Kwejo Banredu is also waiting for the vetting committee to call him to also go through the process. And so since morning up to now, this is how it looks like at the head office of the New Patriotic Party. I must say that the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Henry Nana Boakye, has commended the Ashanti regional executives for putting up a massive vetting process, and so for him this process has been smooth. We'll definitely bring you up to speed details as to what Henry Nana Boakye had to say about the vetting process at the end of it all. So right now we'll be moving on to the Asokwa constituency from here, where we are being told that retired COP Alex Mensah came through for his vetting not long ago. Retired COP Alex Mensah is seeking to become Member of Parliament for the good people of Bekwai constituency. He wants to fill in the shoes of the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei-Wusu, who is not contesting again. And also for Swami, where Osei Chairman Sabunsu is not contesting again, we have 5 others seeking to become Members of Parliament for Swami constituency to fill in the shoes of the current majority leader, Osei Chairman Sabunsu. And so, Blessed, if you ask what has happened throughout the day here at the party office, this is what we have witnessed at the NPP Ashanti Regional Head Office, where we've had about 17 incumbent members of parliament pass through for their vetting process. And so this is the situation on grounds. Over to you, Blessed.
My colleague Nanaya Obachi Adam, they're in the Ashanti Regional Capital for us, monitoring all of the developments, and it's been a busy day for the New Patriotic Party. We'll get to my colleague Ken Jesse, who's also been monitoring developments here in the Greater Accra region. But first, lots of developments in the Ashanti region. I want to bring in now Sammy Binfoh Darkwa. He's one of the aspirants going into the primaries of the New Patriotic Party, and yet again, it's been rocked with a number of issues, also including a petition that was filed by the Member of Parliament for the area. We'll get into the details for you shortly. But I want us to get a sense of what's happening in the Greater Accra region. My colleague Ken Jesse is here with us, joining us live from where the Greater Accra regional executives have been holding this vetting.
Accra Regional Minister Henry K.T was also here, and they all were vetted. Unlike yesterday, nobody was disqualified today, at least as far as we are aware. So today we're here with the incumbent Member of Parliament for Amasaman constituency, K.T Hammond, who is very confident that he can retain the seat for the NPP. Honourable, you're live on Joy News.
Thank you.
Right.
My full name is K.T Hammond.
Right.
Yes.
And then you're being contested.
Yes.
A fierce competition, if I'll call it. Are you scared that Amasaman
I don't know how you know what to term by a fierce competition, and I don't know if you know my constituency. If you know my constituency and you know my people, you won't describe it as a fierce competition. Right. If you are there, you won't describe it like that.
That means it's an easy one for you?
Yes, it's an easy one.
What makes you think so?
I have been in the constituency for I have been an MP for the last 3 years. I am with my people. My people are with me. I know my people. My people know me. So I know what my people will do for me on the day of elections.
You succeeded an NDC MP, so that means that is a swing constituency. Are you worried that in a swing constituency like that you are being contested instead of being allowed to go unopposed?
I am not. My party, the party I joined, NPP, we believe in democracy, and every 4 years, whoever you are, even the majority leader, has been contested over the years, so I'm not worried. That is the rules of the game.
And your opponent is not a threat to you?
I don't see him as a threat. No, okay. I don't see him at all.
Okay, thank you very much. So that is K.T Hammond, the incumbent Member of Parliament for Amasaman, who is very confident of one, passing the vetting, two, being the parliamentary candidate for Amasaman, and then representing the NPP in Parliament come 2025. We're still here at Teshi in Accra, where the vetting has concluded, and as I mentioned earlier, 8 people were vetted this morning, and it came to a close not long ago. So now we'll have a conversation with the regional secretary of the New Patriotic Party, who is addressing the media.
But then all that I know was that she was throwing insult left and right. I don't know whether she will also be appearing before the National Parliamentary Appeals Committee.
I want to ask you, the Member of Parliament for Weja Gbawe, Tina Mensah, made some suggestions that she wanted her opponent to be disqualified, sent a petition and all that, but then it was withdrawn later because the opponent hadn't lived in the constituency for some number of years. Did it come to your notice?
Well, yes, we were served with that petition. The truth of the matter is that I am a typical Gan Bukum boy. And Na Ayili Mensah is also a Gan. And then Jerry Ahmed Shaibu is also a Gan. And then per the national constitution, which overrides our party constitution, says that if you are an indigene, you are allowed to contest. You are allowed to contest any part of your region. So Jerry Ahmed is an indigene. So with the petition they brought, from day one, I have been advising them that this thing will not work. They didn't listen. So there was a petition. They didn't withdraw. We went through the petition, and then we told them what we have to tell them. So as I'm talking to you, Jerry Ahmed has been declared have been cleared to go for the contest because he is more than qualified to contest in Wejagbawe.
So if I understand you clearly, if you are an indigene of the place, regardless of whether you've lived there for long or not, you can still be allowed to contest.
Yeah, apart from that, Jerry Ahmed, if I don't know at all, the mother which gave birth, Jerry Ahmed, when he was in the law school, was staying in Sampaland, which by then was part of Wejagbawe. Now, Sampaland is in Botiano, English Amanfo. Jerry himself is having over 3 properties in that constituency. I know where he resides in Makati Hill. He has 2 houses in Makati Hill. So how come then do you come to say that he doesn't live in a constituency? Will the MP tell everybody in NPP, will the member of parliament say that she is aware of everybody in the party where the person lives in Wejagbawe? So you may not know all. Myself, my father is having 2 houses in Wejagbawe. When I decide to run Wejagbawe, can she tell me that I'm not coming from that constituency? So I told her that she should stop the noise because the vetting committee will deal with the issue, and we've dealt with the issue to make sure we have the right people to contest on our ticket. She had it 4 years ago on the post. Does not mean you will use what the guns call Takashi to go on the post again. We will not accept that. She should go and focus on her campaign to win. At the end of the day, is the police station executive who will decide whether you are fit for the job, whether you have done what they expect of you. But it's not a member of parliament who will decide for the regional party or the national party.
Right. Thank you very much. How many people are expected to be vetted tomorrow?
Well, we are done with the vetting. We've done so far 31. 3 has been disqualified. And then 28 have been cleared to go for the contest.
All right. Thank you very much. Right. So, Blessed, that's it. The vetting has come to a conclusion, as the man mentioned. It's ended. All of them have been vetted. 2 people were disqualified. And we're going to probe further, bring you more information concerning this particular vetting. Back to you in the studio.
And of course, it's indeed been a busy day for the governing New Patriotic Party. Lots of issues developing. I want to bring back now Sammy Binfoh Darkwa, who I was talking about earlier. Lots of issues happening in the Ashanti region regarding his constituency. That's the Adansia Square area. Let's get more from him. Of course, he's joining us now. Thank you so much, Sammy, for spending some time with us. We've heard that the incumbent MP for the area, K.T Hammond, has filed a petition against you, challenging and, of course, raising some new allegations about your eligibility. What's, first of all, your response to some of these concerns emerging?
Thank you very much, my brother, and good afternoon to our viewers and listeners as well. Yes, they basically raised 2 issues. One, they claim that I have not contributed to the development of the party within the constituency the past years. This allegation or charge is being put forward by the constituency secretary, Sam Olari, who says that he's been executive for the past 12 years. In the past 12 years, he has never seen any contribution I have made in the constituency. The second charge is that I had brought a pickup to the constituency to be used to help push the 2020 elections. And according to them, I brought a pickup before I contested for the primaries. And when I lost the primaries, I came back for the pickup. So based on those 2 charges, I should be disqualified from contesting. But you see, it is contradictory. One person is saying that I have never brought anything to the constituency. I've never contributed in any way towards the development of the constituency. Then within the same letter, one paper, with the same one sheet, they're also saying that I bought a pickup and I came back for it. So which one is true? It's just some kind of a fabricate, somebody's imagination just to put up a case to make sure that somebody goes unopposed. The fact is that 2020, when I contested Honorable K.T Hammond, I was given a pickup by a friend to use for the campaign. I branded it. And after I have finished campaigning and I lost the election to Honorable K.T Hammond, I told them that if I had won, I would have expected people to help me. So I'm helping them with the pickup. That we should use the pickup to push the campaign of K.T Hammond. When they are done, I'll come for the pickup and give it back to the one who gave it to me. They also did a fundraising. I gave 10,000 Ghana cedis. I gave a couple of T-shirts to them to be used for the campaign. when the campaign was done and K.T has won, I went back for the pickup. So they are claiming that because I came back for the pickup, to them it was a donation. And the allegation they are making is that I bought a pickup before I contested, but that's not true. The fact is that after I had lost the elections, then I said that this pickup I used, I'm making available for the party within the constituency. And thereafter, I went for the pickup. 2, they claim that I have not contributed in any way. I don't want to waste your time. You have a lot of things you are following through. Just the last parliamentary presidential primaries, 4th November, that we had, and Dr. Bamia became a presidential candidate. I cooked food. I provided food for every delegate within the constituency, gave it to the chairman and the women organizer. It was publicly announced by the PA that Sammy Binfoh has bought this food. I had helped the constituency in several ways. Even sometimes when the constituency chairman is sent to do some assignment on behalf of the party and he's lacking some funds, he calls upon me and I am able to help him to do all that.
Right.
So yesterday at the vetting, when these allegations were raised and the vetting panel asked me for my response, I provided them with a truckload of evidences to show that I have been a great support to the party. I don't only do that at the constituency. When we're compiling the delegate list for our party, the national sent me to Aswan to go and do that job. And when we're doing the constituency too, the national sent me to Bantama to go and conduct the constituency election in Bantama. So when it comes to working for the party, I do that.
And your decision itself, to contest K.T Hammond, this is by far one of the most experienced hands on the side of the New Patriotic Party in Parliament. What's even inspiring you in the first place to take on that challenge?
Wisdom, if you followed what transpired at Dansia Sokwa in 2020, you'd realize that the man was saved in an inch, just for an inch, because I almost unseated him. The last minute, some few things happened and everything, and then the man just escaped through the teeth of some lion. He just escaped. And if after we were done, the delegates told me that they would desire to give him just one last chance, 2020. So I said, okay, that's fair deal. Thereafter, I've kept faith with them. I've been in touch with them. I have rode with them. So the last time they gave him was 2020. This time round, the delegates are saying that enough is enough. Let us get a new face for the constituency. Don't forget that the youth are taking over the party. Yesterday, it was very interesting to see the Honorable K.T Hammond was sitting before Henry Nana Boakye, Idi Muhyiddin, and some other youth to be vetted. The youth that people he claimed that do not have anything in our minds. The youth that he claimed that we have hairs are like coconuts, which does not have anything. These were the people that were vetting him yesterday.
I mean, to be fair, he later on apologized for that statement.
It doesn't mean that he didn't make that statement.
I see.
Apologizing is different from he making it. You understand? So now he sits before this youth for the youth to vet him, to consider his eligibility, whether he can contest or not. It is time that that's what people are saying, that the youth must take over.
Okay, so here's what I want to know, even as we wrap up this conversation. The way forward, if your party gets to disqualify you, what then happens? You go independent?
Wisdom, I have been cleared. Yesterday, I was cleared by the vetting committee and we balloted. We are 4 people contesting. I'm number 4. Asio, Fanform, Boko. So there's nothing like being disqualified or something. I have been cleared to contest.
I see. Fear delegates or not?
I went through 2020. They decided 56 different votes between me and Honorable K.T Hammond. We'll go through again and see what happens.
And may the best man win, I say. Thank you for spending some time with us here on The Pulse. And of course, lots of happenings, lots of developments. We're still monitoring the exercise. We'll definitely bring you some update as and when we have it. Today.